Russian Tor M2. Russian Kam-AZ truck. Member of Russian troops. This is a multi-million-dollar Russian air defense system. It's designed to shoot down cruise missiles and fighter jets, but it's completely helpless against the $500 piece of plastic and wire flying toward it. What you just saw wasn't a random skirmish. This is a highly coordinated, systematic dismantling of the Russian military by one of Ukraine's most elite units, the SBU Alpha Special Forces. Today we are breaking down newly released, unedited footage to show you exactly how Ukraine is paralyzing Russian logistics, hunting high-value targets, and turning the economics of war completely upside down. Let's dive in.
Расстрелочку можно сделать. Подойди потихоньку.
To win a war, you don't just shoot at the enemy, you starve them of fuel, food, and ammunition. In the first phase of this SBU footage, we see exactly how they do it. Watch as these FPV, or first-person view, kamikaze drones hunt down heavy transport trucks in broad daylight. Notice how the Russian personnel scatter into the tree line the second they hear the drone buzzing. They know the armor on those supply trucks is useless against an FPV strike, but hitting a single truck is just a tactical nuisance. To inflict real operational damage, you have to hit the arteries. Here we see a heavy fuel tanker maneuvering at a crossroads through thermal optics. Taking out a single fuel tanker doesn't just destroy a truck, it effectively grounds every tank, BMP, and troop carrier in that sector that was waiting for that fuel. Because of this relentless targeting of heavy logistics, the Russian military has been forced to adapt, and the adaptation is looking increasingly desperate. Since they can't bring heavy transport columns to the front without them getting shredded, they've shifted to micro-logistics. First, we see them using these small commercial transport vans, affectionately called bukankas, or bread loaves. But even those are too big of a target, so they downgrade again. Here, the SBU is chasing down a makeshift motorcycle with a sidecar on a dirt path, and an ATV pulling a trailer full of soldiers through the mud. Think about what this means. The world's second largest army is pulling troops and gear to the zero line using civilian ATVs and motorcycles because their armored personnel carriers are getting obliterated before they even reach the battlefield. And it's not just moving targets. Look at how these drone operators maneuver. They are flying directly into heavily camouflaged positions, weaving through branches, and even navigating inside damaged garage structures to strike tanks hiding under netting and wooden pallets. There is no roof, no trench, and no camouflage that can hide a thermal signature from a drone. This doctrine of no safe zones extends to the water. Here we see a thermal feed from a Ukrainian uncrewed surface vessel, or USV, speeding across the Black Sea at night to strike a Russian naval ship. This is the ultimate asymmetric warfare. A drone that costs a few $1,000s taking a multi-million-dollar warship out of the fight. What this SBU Alpha footage reveals is a profound shift in modern warfare. The sheer volume of these strikes, on trucks, on ATVs, on infantry fleeing through village streets, creates immense psychological pressure. Every open field, every dirt road, and every tree line is under permanent aerial observation. If you move, you die. At the end of these compilations, the SBU displays their recruitment information for the Alpha unit. They aren't just releasing this footage to show off, they are using the success of these operators to recruit the next wave of drone pilots. The war is evolving, and whoever controls the airspace 500 feet off the ground controls the battlefield. Let me know what you think of this tactical shift in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next breakdown.